Hello everyone and welcome back to Arctic Retro. So I'm finally back from my very long 5 weeks vacation, but it's been longer than that since you saw any videos. I apologize about that. I haven't really started figuring out what I'm gonna make or do for the videos the coming few months ahead, but I thought I'll start by testing a new game for the Commodore 64, which was released earlier this year. And that's the Impossible Mission 3. So let's take a look at the information about the new game. I'm pretty sure if you were using the Commodore 64 back in the day, you remember the original Impossible Mission 1. I used to play it a lot, it was quite fun. But now, Psytronic has released the version 3 recently and it got very good reviews. And it cost only $7 for the download version. They are also selling cassette and floppy disk and cartridge versions too. So I'm not going to go into the details right now. Let's take a look at the old game first. And of course I'm going to run it on this fantastic new Commodore 64 Ultimate Founders Edition. Yeah, you have seen a few videos about it already. I thought I had it on cartridge, but I couldn't find it. I actually only have a blank cartridge PCB like this, which I got from PCB Way. And speaking about the PCB Way, if you need to have produced your own PCBs like this, for example, you can check out PCBWay.com. If you have the Gerber files, you can upload them directly to PCBWay and have them produce your PCBs for a very good price and a very fast turnaround. PCBWay does not only produce PCBs, they also have a wide range of other services like CNC machining and 3D printing, PCB assembly, PCB design and a lot of other stuff. And also check out their shared projects, which is a site where you can download already made PCBs. If you find a nice design here, you can put it straight into your shopping basket and order it directly. So go check out PCBWay at PCBWay.com right now. By the way, I have now installed the ARM2 SIDs. That's a dual SIDs setup with the ARM SID. And that's a clone SID, but it sounds very nice. And I inserted those into the optional sockets that are on the motherboard. I'm pretty sure I have the game already on my 4 GB internal SD memory card. Let's take a look. Impossible Mission, yes, there it is.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Yeah, and in this game you're in a maze of different rooms and you move around different floors using an elevator, and you're an agent that's supposed to stop the plans of the evil Elvin atom bender. And each room has its own challenges. And you're supposed to find items and defeat the robots and search different items for various information and parts. Yeah, and one of the cool things with this game is that it has various samples. So and you log on to different computers, search for stuff, and different things to do here to solve the total mystery. I don't think I ever solved this game or finished it back in the day. I don't remember. Anyway, back to the Impossible Mission 3, and I strongly suggest you buy it. It's not a lot of money, $7 for the download. I bought the download version and I just paid for it with PayPal, and I got to the download page and I got 2 zip files. One is the game, the deluxe download. And the second file is the soundtrack. I haven't actually listened to the soundtrack. I haven't actually started the game yet either, so you're the first to see me play this. But let's take a look at the soundtrack. Yeah, I don't dare to play much of each song. Maybe they are copyrighted, but yeah, I don't know.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Yeah, so that's cool to have. I'm gonna listen through those on my own later. By the way, this is not a sponsored video for this game. I bought it myself because I wanted to try it. Now let's take a look at the actual game file. Yeah, here you get the artwork, cartridge, disc, instructions and tape. So that's the game artwork. Yeah, cool. You get a 512 kilobyte CRT cartridge file. So this is quite a large game. And of course you can run this on the device emulator or on the C64 Ultimate, but also if you manage to make your own cartridge, you can use it on an original C64 because it's of course compatible with the original C64. Then we have D64 file, which obviously I can just load right into the device emulator. Instructions, there's a manual. I'm gonna read through the manual just so I know what to do in the game before I start testing it. Yeah, it goes through the controls and items and everything. Of course, since you have both the disc and the tape files, you can actually save them to original media if you have hardware to do that, like if you have a grease whistle or some way to save a tap file back to tape, you can do that. I'm just gonna copy the cartridge and the disc files over to the C64 Ultimate. Simply use a USB memory stick for that. That's the simplest and fastest way to do that. Of course, I can copy it to the internal SD card using FTP or something like so. I'm gonna test it on a real C64 later just for fun, just to see if it actually works. But I guess it will work. So now to find the USB stick, we just go into there and USB 0. Enter, and here we have it. And there's the card. Alright, let's start it for the first time. I have never seen this before. I've seen it on one YouTube video a little bit before. Yeah, at the start screen you can choose easy, medium or hard. I guess the best thing for me is to select easy. Anyway, here we are in the game. And it is like before, rooms with elevators and different floors, but you can see the difference, and the agent looks a little bit different. He has something on his head now. Nothing found. Yeah, it looks great, the graphics. The machine is connected to my TV via HDMI, so that's the optimal way to connect it. And I don't have any CRT emulation, CRT lines emulation or anything like that, so it looks very, very crisp. But I thought instead of filming the screen when I play, I'm actually gonna stream this to the PC so I can do a screen recording with correct audio quality as well. That's gonna be much better. Just to show you the setup of that, I use OBS Studio on my computer, and the C64 Ultimate has built-in network stream capability, and to use that you actually need to hook it to the network via LAN cable and not Wi-Fi. So just like in the previous game, you start in an elevator and then you move through the rooms and you search various items like computers and cabinets. And obviously you want to avoid the robots and other dangers that are around. Nothing found. The game is based on time. You see the time ticking down, and whenever you lose a life or you get hit by a robot or something, you lose 100 seconds. In this version, if you stand in the elevator and press the button, you get an in-game map that shows you what you have explored and what you have found so far. There are platforms and elevators to move around. And I died. So of course the goal here is to find all these different secrets, or you don't need to find all as I understand it, but find your way to stop the plans of the evil Elvin. And his plan is to destroy the world. Also new in this version is that you have weapons. You see I have ammo 0 of 3, so you need to find ammo for your blast gun. And you can find bombs and other types of items that you can use to help you. I'm not really 100% sure about everything, but that's something I'm gonna figure out. Yeah, that's another kind of enemy. Best to avoid. Oh, that's something that's blocked, some kind of door. I don't know how to open that yet. Oh, you can fall down and die.
You will regret this.
I found a fuse. Maybe that's for the door that didn't open. So I'm now holding the repeater or the gun, and I could not find any ammo. I'm not sure if there's some hidden places to find ammo. There are round buttons around that can move the elevators up or down if you can't reach them or you need them moved to a specific position. Trying the fuse here. Nope, that did not work. So it's a bit of puzzle solving too, because it's not obvious what to do in all the rooms. And the rooms are also interconnected in a way that you need to find an item in one room that you need to use in another room. Like you could find a safe, and to be able to open the safe, you actually need a key, of course, and that you can find somewhere else. There's the safe, but I need a key. So you have plenty of time, but yeah, how much you actually need to realistically solve this game, I don't know. But the total time you have is over 2 hours, I think, before the time runs out. There I found a circuit piece, and that's the things you're going to collect. You need to find a certain amount of circuit pieces. You can also trap enemies with elevators. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if it's supposed to be like that or not. Alright, I played for a while and I found 3 circuit pieces out of 36, but no secret files, and I explored quite a bit of the maze also. Alright, that was it for me playing this game, I think, for now. I actually played quite some time now, but obviously I didn't film everything. Loading from disk. I don't have any fast loader or anything like that, so it's probably gonna take a while. That took a couple of minutes only. Looks to be the same. Yeah, it has the same intro. You can skip it by pressing the button. Then it continues loading the actual game. But I wonder what's extra on the cartridge, since it's 512. I mean, the game fits on a 171K disk image file. But definitely a lot of more waiting for loading when you use the disc version, and I'm pretty sure on the cassette version it's 10 times worse than that. Yep, that took a couple of more minutes, but yeah, now you're back in the game. Now, as much as I love the Ultimate, it's a great machine. Nothing beats the real Commodore 64, so I'm going to test the game now on this a little bit. Since I didn't buy the physical media and only download, I'm going to use the Kung Fu Flash. I already copied the files over to it. So let's see if I can run the cart on this. I think it should be possible. Yeah, that seems to work. This machine has a real SID chip in it. But the sound quality from this TV is rather poor.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Yeah, the sample is quite low on this real machine too. Yeah, of course it works just fine. I didn't expect anything else. Let's see if I can load the tape version. No, tap file is not supported on the Easy Flash. I mean the Kung Fu Flash. But disk images for sure are. But it loads much faster with the, you see it's instantly loading with the Kung Fu Flash. Yes, of course it worked. Now, final test is to run it on my Windows computer. And for that I just run Wise. And you can simply just drag and drop, if I remember correctly, cart file. Yes, Yeah. I don't have any joystick configuration, I think. Let's see. Alright. We're playing it in Windows. Let's take a closer look at the manual. Of course, it says top secret and the possibility of atom bender survival classified. Developer information. The story behind it. It has been 2 years since Elvin was defeated and his diabolic plan to destroy the world was stopped. However, now he's back again. So your mission is to stop Elvin from carrying out his dastardly plan to destroy the planet. You must complete your mission before you run out of time and he launches his deadly missiles. Yeah, and losing life wastes precious time. Easy mode lose 20 seconds, medium 100 and hard lose 200 seconds. Controls. Joystick to run left and right. Press fire while running to make the agent jump. Press fire while standing will use the weapon. Hold up to search objects. Pull down to duck and place EMP blast. While ducking, press fire to cycle through your items. Press up and down to move lifts. While in the mail lift, press fire standing still to show in-game map. Goes through the various items you can have. The launch code memory banks will be located deep in Atom Bender space. Yeah, and evil Elvin is a male age 64. The complete map. Yeah, and some licensing information. Yes, that was it for this video. I'm not a game reviewer. I don't play much games at all, but I thought this was kind of fun, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. About the game, I thought it was great fun. I think it is very well made. I didn't notice any glitches or anything like that. It never crashed or anything. So if I'm gonna try to give it a score, it would be a 10 out of 10. No, I'm not in the position to give scores, but it was great fun anyway. Thanks for watching, and special thanks to my patrons. If you want to support me, then you can check my Patreon page. See you next time. Bye bye.